Get up, for your destiny calls you. Rise, the time has come. Get up before I tell Audi you're tuned.
Who is it? Who is it?
I am ye.
Who?
I am ye, the spirit of the drive I feel, and you must find it.
Find what?
You must find the insert of the mount. Hey, I'm 2 seconds away from calling Audi.
Okay, whoa. Who is it?
You are asking the wrong question.
Okay, then what do you want?
That is the right question. I want you to obtain the mount insert of the 034 and install them to give your ride the feel.
Inserts?
Yes, the insert of 034. These powerful artifacts will bring control and feel to your S5, assisting you in your quest for more power.
Do I get to go on a perilous adventure? Search lands far away? Seeking friendships? Finding people? Finding each one of the 7 inserts?
No, I put them over there.
Well, that's anticlimactic.
Now go. Install my child. Build it. Feel it. Go! Oh. Bro, my toe!
Welcome to another video of Street Rides. This is your boy Rick, and today we're going to install the inserts. I have been waiting a long time to do it, but I want to go ahead and get it done now. What we have here is 034's rear subframe inserts and the rear diff mount inserts. I'm going to break this video into 2 videos, so they won't be long at all. The first video is going to be the subframe inserts, and the second video is going to be the rear diff mount inserts. I have them all here, and I'm going to throw in the transmission insert into this video. I did it a long time ago, but I recorded it. I'm going to just throw it into this video just so you can kind of see where it goes, but it's really easy. It doesn't deserve its own video, or does it? But no, I'm going to put it in one. All right? Hey, can we get started already? Yes, I'm coming. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this for myself, so there's that.
All right, so we're underneath the V9, and here's our transmission mount here. This is where we're gonna put the insert right here. We're gonna remove these 2 screws here. Not sure what they are size-wise. I'll figure it out. And it's real simple. We're just gonna remove them, insert the 034 mount insert, and put it back together. 2 bolts. Very simple. So let me do that real quick for you. Now this one I already started before the video, but they're loose either way. Oops. My life. There we go. This goes in there like that. And you need a little bit of oomph. Alright, so I basically placed it in there, took my dead blow hammer part and just tapped it in. It went up and in there, and so only thing left to do is put these bolts in. You won't be reusing the bracket, you just be reusing the bolts. And they actually do sell these bolts, I believe, on their website, at 034 website. If that's your thing, you don't want to reuse them. But if you're okay with reusing them, just put them in there. And that is it. And then just tighten them down. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. Alright, and here it is. In there. 034 transmission. So let's move on to the other mounts. Well, part 1 video, we're going to be installing the rear subframe mount inserts, and
This is done by 034 Motorsport. They feel very good in your hands. It feels so good, like money. No, they're real strong. They're supposed to help with stability, help with having the car feel more connected to the driver. So we're gonna go ahead and get this as part of the suspension build by 034 that I'm doing right now. We're gonna go ahead and install these. And then part 2 will be the rear diff sub mount inserts. I have no clue. These names be confusing me, but the ones for the rear diff, we'll install those in the next video. I have located where the mount inserts are gonna go. So there's one here, then your other one is right there. Then if you move forward, there's some light there, but you can see it right there. And then the final one is right there. So those are what we're going to change, and we're basically just going to remove the bolts on the end of them. We're going to probably lube up the inserts, knock them back in there, tighten it all back down. So not too complicated, right? I hope so. All right, so for this, I'm going to use an 18 wrench. And it is very tight, of course. So you would probably want to use an 18 socket and breaker bar, but you know how I do. So there it goes. And as you can see, it's now broken. Using my 2 wrench trick. And then when it gets loose enough, I'll use a ratchet wrench and get it the rest of the way down, and that'll be the end of this bolt. After you get that bolt out, I'm sure you'll have to pry this off. So you'll need a pry bar or a big screwdriver to get in here and pry that out. Now I was able to find, let me turn the light on here. I was able to find a little point on which I could kind of sneak my screwdriver in back here. And I kind of use the hammer to just kind of tap it in there. Now I don't know if this part will be available for you as well, but I was able to sneak my flat tip screwdriver in there, and then I'm going to work my way around, and hopefully I can get this piece to pop out. So you are going to pry between this rubber metal. All right, I got it off. This is what it looks like. This little piece on the back here, like a clip, did break. You can see it right there. I probably will get that to come out too. Probably tap it or something. It should come right out, slide out or something. Either way, you're gonna pull this off, and then you'll put your insert in. And I'll roll all the way over to where it's at, because of course I didn't put it next to me. I was trying to get that little piece out, because you know, every little bit of weight matters, you know, because racing, but it didn't want to come, so I just smashed it in there. I think that's what any civilized human being would have done. So you want to make sure you lube up your mount, or use some oil or whatever, and you're just gonna push it up in there. Oh yeah. And then what I would do, take my nice trusty hammer, rubber side, and just kind of beat it up. I think that's enough beating. And I guess I'll put my bolt in and tighten it up. And you're gonna want to torque this sumbitch all the way down. Use a torque wrench, you know, like you're supposed to. Yeah, so there it is, all torqued down in its glory. I'm gonna repeat the same process for the other side, and then I'll show you the front version of the subframe, not the front of the car. I think you guys know that. All right, so this bolt back here is going to be a 21 millimeter socket needed to take that off, or a wrench. As you can see, I'm not using that. I'm using a 13/16. It's very snugged, but it's calling for a 21 millimeter socket. So some of this stuff like this, it's possible you may have to remove this in order to get your socket and extension in here. But I don't like to do that type of stuff if I don't have to. So I'm going to be throwing another wrench on this one and trying to break it that way. Also, keep in mind, these instructions are actually on 034 Motorsport's website as well. So you can go there and
download their PDF install if you want to do it the way that they recommend it. I'm doing mine's a little different because you know how my life rolls. So, all right, there's the bolt right here. I actually had to pull it out through in here, just kind of flex this back and slid the bolt out, but it came out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and pry this off now, and then slip up the insert and then bolt it back up. All right, for this side, you will have, let me see if I can get some light there. You will have to pry off that yellowish beigeish part, and it actually comes off very simple. Just stick your screwdriver in there and just prop it off like that. That's it, and then you should be able to slide this one in here. Remember, make sure to lube these up and then put them in. If you do decide to remove these plastic shields, they're very easy to remove. They're just clips. I will have to remove it on this side to get to the bolt up there. Oh, there goes my light. Bring back the light. There's the light. All right. So basically what you're gonna do, I don't know if you can see it, but you're gonna stick your flat tip in here and just pry it in on both sides. Oops. Pry it in, and then it would pop up like that. And then basically that's what holds this on. So then you can just kind of pry it off like that. So there you go. This off. That gives you better access to this bolt. See, straight up and down now. All right, so basically your setup that I use to loosen this up looks like this. After I move that piece, I have a socket that's on there. Remember, it's a 21, but I'm using a 13/16. I have 2 extensions, but you only need about a 12-inch extension. I could have used it here too. I didn't have to have that, but 12 inches is what they recommend at 034. I have this throwaway ratchet, and on the other side of the ratchet, let me set it up real quick. All right, I have this extension on here from my jack, basically the jack handle, and basically I just twisted a little bit, and once I saw it moving up there just slightly, I would, release the pressure and then twist again, because even though it's a throwaway ratchet, I'm trying to save it. So I'm gonna obviously remove the piece up there and swap it out just like I did on the other 3, and I'm gonna call this video the end, since once I do that, the install will be complete for the rear sub mount inserts, and part 2 will be doing the rear diff mount inserts, and I won't be driving the car until I get that done. The car will stay up on the jack stands, so I'll give you the little review how it feels after I get done. Okay, so stay tuned for part 2, and take care of yourself.